Look at these dense white lines overlapping each other. This is a satellite track of maritime traffic, and it represents thousands of massive ships desperately squeezing through a single, highly congested stretch of water. If we slide over to the political map, you can see exactly where this bottleneck is located. Right here, between Iran and the United Arab Emirates, is the Strait of Hormuz. 1/5 of the total daily oil supply for the entire planet has to pass through this exact spot. Millions of barrels of crude, day in and day out, forced into one tiny corridor. The modern global economy runs on a surprisingly precarious system. We are completely reliant on the captains of these giant supertankers, carefully sliding past each other without making a single mistake. If global geography had A-list celebrities, the Strait of Hormuz would be the ultimate high-maintenance VIP. It boasts a tiny 21-mile waistline, but demands everyone's attention because it commands a $1 trillion net worth. This diagram shows exactly how tight the physical squeeze is. The navigable channel is restricted to a strict 2-mile inbound lane and a 2-mile outbound lane. These colossal vessels barely fit inside their designated zones. Because there are no viable alternative routes around it, every major economic superpower is completely exposed. They all have to line up and play by the rules of this one specific choke point. Picture your worst morning commute, but instead of hatchbacks, the highway is packed with floating skyscrapers. It's a daily maritime traffic jam of impatient captains, practically honking their horns, desperate to deliver their cargo on time. Look closely at this photo. The sheer scale of these tankers absolutely dwarfs the tugboat passing by. Just one of these vessels is carrying hundreds of millions of dollars of raw energy in its hull. Financial systems around the globe track the GPS coordinates of these specific ships by the second. If an algorithm detects a delay in the strait, trading computers automatically adjust futures contracts. The margin for error is zero. A minor traffic holdup in the Persian Gulf instantly translates into red numbers flashing on trading floors in New York, London, and Tokyo. So, what actually happens if the Strait of Hormuz completely closes tomorrow? Imagine this bustling corridor goes entirely silent. Within hours, crude oil shipments freeze. Tankers already at sea are forced to drop anchor, while dispatchers scramble to find alternate routes that simply don't exist. This chart visualizes the immediate mathematical reality. By erasing 20% of the world's accessible oil reserves, the supply curve collapses, instantly triggering a massive spike in the global price index. As prices skyrocket, the global market enters a period of brutal rationing. Governments must decide whether to tap into limited strategic reserves or allow fuel-intensive industries, like manufacturing and international freight, to